The Sentai Review, Episode 94, Harder, Bigger, Faster, Kamen Rider Stronger. So welcome back here to the Sentai Review, and we are back on motorcycles, and Shane is worried about those motorcycles.
Shane is really
That's
worried.
because everything that hasn't been Sentai, like Super Sentai, he's thought has looked like shit.
Shane's just worried it won't be as good as Kamen Rider Amazon was.
I missed that episode.
Please watch the last episode to hear my review, my score, and everything.
His favorite.
And
Yes.
And Shane's aftermath.
Yes, a big 0. That's my favorite.
And to know about Volcano Man,
So good.
Reploid Bill, William Bush.
sub-level Saria.
Shane McCree, Proto Guy.
The Lone Paladin.
Scott Action Jackson.
Hey guys, I know you're about to get your podcast on, so I'll be quick. If at any time you feel like dropping your own opinion into what we're talking about, head on over to fandomnight.com, and all of the contact information for every single one of our shows, including the one you're about to watch, is there. Alright guys, I'll leave you alone.
It's the point. That's the point.
Okay, we are all back, with the riders and whatnot. And today is Kamen Rider Stronger. It's 1975, and
Get your Daft Punk
the
on,
first
bitch.
pictures
Is a side.
are
kick.
Electro Wave Human Tackle. What do you think of that,
There's
Shane?
a couple pictures for this one.
You ready, Shane? Now you've got to make it through 23 images. Okay?
At least.
You ready?
Just for the first guy.
Bam!
For the first woman.
My eyes are closed. I'm afraid to open them.
The first woman.
She's a ladybug!
She has
Yeah.
teacup boobies.
Literally.
Oh, she's kind of attractive.
That right there, that is all you need. If you're a lady, doesn't matter if your show is awful or great or whatever,
Just
as long
be-
as you're kind of attractive, you've won.
She's
Shane's
ladybug.
eye.
She's a ladybug, Shane.
Now,
It's cool.
there's 2 bits of warning that I'm going to give for this character. One right now and one later. 2 women have played this role.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
No.
Actually, I was just going to go with the fact that she has TTs.
Oh.
Ha. Wow.
That fell really fast.
Okay, as herself, so she's fine. But when she puts all this fucking stupid
She looks
ass-
like she's from Android
Which
009.
Yeah.
Which
Cyborg.
one was the first
Sorry.
one?
Look at her. Red, the dots,
Now I hate that show.
the yellow scarfy thing.
Considering the fact that it was made by the
Scott.
same guy, Shane.
Which one was the first one? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cyborg
Okay,
009.
She
Yeah.
improved greatly by changing actresses and costumes. Because this version of the costume,
It's also
Sucks.
a wonder as to how much time, like if they're the same series in 2 different costumes, or if the series was redone, or if she comes back later in some other series.
Listen,
Because Ride Man comes back in different series, from what I understand.
Well,
So-
somebody had explained it in the Amazon comments because I was reading them earlier.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
remind me.
But, yeah, somebody basically explained this entire show. They were like, oh my
Which
god,
they
I can't
shouldn't
wait till you
have.
guys
What?
get to the next writer. I was like, okay.
what?
Well, that happens. This show, one of the
Yeah.
things that people get really excited about
Yeah.
is they get excited about explaining it to us. Like,
Yeah, no, believe me, I know. I'm not trying to dog him or nothing. I'm just like eating peppered beef jerky over here, and the fucking heat is finally getting to me, so I need a drink.
Okay. I'm seeing this picture. But if we go to the next picture, maybe it has happened before where one picture looked like ass, but the rest looked better. Now, it doesn't happen very often because once you're shit, you're always shit. Why don't we go to the next picture and see if it's better?
Next.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are 2 different costumes.
yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
Like that costume, I like that costume. The other costume,
Yeah.
no.
This costume looks like superhero Velma.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but the knee socks and the boot, like it's superhero
Yeah.
Velma.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Starfire wears knee-high boots.
I don't hate this costume in the least.
No, this costume is
Yeah.
actually really good. And it's probably going to surprise the shit out of people that I'm actually, I don't know, talking good about one of the writers.
Ladybug idea is kind of cool, and
Talking good about his sidekick.
as much of a joke,
Oh, this is a sidekick.
as much of a
Yes.
joke as Spencer
shit.
Spencer tried to lay down a joke about Teen Titan titties.
TTT.
She has the T on her belt.
And on both boobs.
It does kind of
Yeah.
look like a throwback, like she could have existed in like the Titans cartoon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Terra. Because of all the T's. Way better than her 70s costume, I promise. She had a
I like this costume. I mean, this is really good.
I'm saying this is better than Terra's 70s costume.
You know,
Oh my God.
no, here's what I have to say, though. Usually the sidekick helps make the superhero.
Look cooler.
Usually the sidekick looks shittier than the superhero.
Cue Robin picture.
I'm praying
Don't even
to
give me
God.
that look.
Which Robin?
Look up the original first appearance of Robin and check him beside Batman.
Yeah.
There's a reason Dick Grayson wears black and has a blue bird on his chest now, Shane.
But
Called shame.
Robin looked awful when he was introduced. He
I
wore elf.
know.
He wore elf shoes.
Yes.
so
Fucking
Yep.
greeny, tighty greenies,
Yep.
and
so if we go
No,
by
ju-
that logic of the sidekick makes the superhero look even cooler,
This writer.
this lady is fucking cool.
This writer better be
This writer better blow me out of the fucking water.
Scott. No.
he's not saying anything over there.
God fucking damn it.
Man.
Well,
Next.
one, I can't say anything because
Oh my God! Like,
two, some person spoiled the plot
There-
of the
there
show
are
on the
two-
comments.
major
read the
different
comments.
costumes
Of the
taking
last-
place
yeah.
here.
Yeah, I didn't read that.
Two major different costumes
Yeah,
are
like-
taking
Yeah.
place here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like this version.
Well,
Well, okay.
If you look
this
at it
is-
carefully,
no,
if you
hold
look
on,
at it-
whoa. If
This
this
looks
really
like
happened,
Speed
explain
Racer.
it. Explain it, because now that I know that somebody already talked about it in the last episode, and I don't know what I'm looking at, but he's right. This looks Speed Racer, and then all of a sudden I flip ahead and it looks like something that could have appeared in the Titans.
well, if you look
Why
at,
is that?
if you look at her costume,
Is there a reason, a legitimate reason?
Hold on, let me find the fucking video.
unfortunately,
God.
I don't know this, but I'm not 100% sure. but
Well,
what
I
was
know
the-
that you're pissy about it, Scotty, because technically the way that we do these is we look at pictures, then after we're done looking at pictures, we go to robos or motorcycles, because I opened my big fat fucking
Here's
mouth
the way
one day.
here's the way the show really works. The reason the show works the way it does is this. We grade here on the Sentai Review, we grade the designs, not the stories, the designs of what we see. And no matter what information is given to us, this is the truth of the matter. When we review something, and this has happened, it causes bias. When you already know the show and think the show is great, and then you look at what's going on, because like Kamen Rider Amazon, a lot of people on there were like, oh, you guys were really hard on Amazon. Right. And I get it. Amazon, from what I see, and I went and watched 2 episodes, he's a fucking monster. He will defeat you. And those were not punches. He like side whips your ass and decapitates you.
Yeah.
Like, he's a mean son of a bitch that will end your ass. And it's really, really cool because it's got kind of like an Evil Dead-esque quality where there's buckets of blood happening and shit.
Yep.
And that's really cool.
You're right about
But
one-
here's the thing. We weren't grading on the show. And had we seen the show before we talked about Kamen Rider Amazon, he would have got a better grade. Because we'd have said, dude, this dude's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
He is a bad motherfucker, from what you just told me, until he encounters one person that he can't beat. And that would be Captain Marvelous.
But when you look at these costumes, we are grading specifically on the design. And if these images were released to us today that this is the next series and we have no information, that's where our series shines, because we have another part of this series where we review the actual shows.
Yeah.
Those are different because we talk about how good the show was or how awful the show was.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, each one of those goes into like 3 to 4 parts.
Yes.
So far, it's 3 because we haven't quite gotten to the villains yet.
We'll
but for right now,
well, we'll be moving to the next show review is Zeo.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. First, we do the costumes, then we do the
Robots.
then we do the fucking storyline, and then as soon as we, either run out of shit to do or decide we need to break up.
Damn.
Fuck you! That was a good goddamn soda, and I chug-a-lugged it like a motherfucker. Shut up. Anyway, then the next thing we do after we discuss the story and shit, once we get bored doing the normal monotony of here's a robo, here's a rider, here's a robo, here's a rider, here's a robo, then we go and do the story. After we get sick of doing that shit, then we will go into villains. Main villains.
Yeah, right now there are a couple parts to the show. We do costume review, which is once a year now.
Yeah.
We do rider review, we do robot review, we do story review, and soon, after we really get tired out on this, we'll be adding villain review, where we look at the bad guys of the series.
Now, as for the comment given by, and I'm going to go ahead and give his name here,
Yes, please do.
Corey
Dang.
Stevens.
Because that shouldn't be part of this.
Well, it is to them. I mean, fans
Yeah,
are
it-
fans,
it
and
is to
they
the
want you.
fans.
They want to bring you in to what this is. You are dealing with a massive fandom. We didn't dive into something small. If we were talking about one character on the internet, this would be something like this. If we reviewed Love Unto Death, which is a 2 manga book series, it would be completely different. Because nobody's going to even know what that is. They're going to be like, oh, that's kind of interesting. I might read that. But, like, if you're talking about comic books or something that is this big, like,
Yeah.
I couldn't do a show on Star Trek where I review one episode at a time and expect that nobody's going to correct me or explain something about future details. It's going to
exactly.
happen. This is a huge fandom that you've dived into.
No,
Go.
what I'm getting at is, normally when we review these costumes and stuff, we do it without knowledge of the show.
Right.
Well, that's why I'm going to give something simple. Here's the reason why the costumes look different. According to him, the Electric Human Wave Ladybug,
Yes.
who sadly gets Jason Todd near the series
That's
ends.
what I was going to say at the
Okay,
end.
so
That's
one of
it.
them dies, and then a different costumed person comes in.
Basically.
Okay.
That's as far as spoilers as I'm going to go.
So,
Well, no, I mean
chick
that's
dies.
okay. That makes more sense
Yes.
because we're like, why is it the same fucking person?
Because I was
Technically.
thinking, I thought that what we were looking at was that the series was redone later on, years down the road.
No, it's basic.
when I was chatting with Ronan,
Sorry, I put my shit
Okay.
down for a second to get more beef jerky.
he said, yeah, this more or less becomes Jason Todd type. The character dies, and when she comes back as a spirit rider. But the first actress herself died as well.
Oh no!
So when they had to bring her back for like a movie, which is when they brought her back.
We're seeing movie costume with the other girl, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, movie costume other girl is way cooler than Speed Racer Bug Lady. And
Yeah.
I can get hated on all I want, but honestly, with the writers, that's pretty much what I generate is a lot of hate.
Well, this, like I said,
'Cause
dude.
some of them really
If you're diving into a fandom this big, you can't be under the impression that you're not going to receive information, because you are.
Yeah.
I've found that normally what I do is I read the comments on day one, the ones that show up right there, then I wait until we've recorded the next episode. After we're done, like right after I do this, either tonight or tomorrow morning, I will get on the last video and start answering comments.
Yep.
So when people come on to like this one and actually tell us the whole plot for the next one and the one after that, that's okay. That's fine.
I don't see where you're mad, but dude, you're jumping into a fandom. This show
Yeah.
is a fandom show. You are absorbing yourself into a culture. Like if you came over to my house today and you knew absolutely nothing about Star Trek and said, "I'm thinking about watching that first series," I'm not just going to be like invite you into the spectrum of one of the most important foundations of my entire life with, you might like it, they're on a ship. Just wait till you see the costume.
Yeah.
In which case, I'll go and watch it.
I'm going to tell you more. I'm going to tell you about the costume, how it was made, where the foundation came from, why Gene Roddenberry thought the way he did. I'm going to tell you about the fact that the ship was sent to production on a piece of paper, and the guy actually looked at it and flipped the paper upside down. So the ship is not supposed to be engines on the top. It's supposed to be engines on the bottom.
But are you going to give away plot details, too?
It doesn't matter. We're still going to have to go back through and watch it. If the fans give us plot, then the fans give us plot. Yes, that's the reason why we're going through this now. We do costumes, then we do fucking robos and motorcycles, then we do plot. But still,
to go along with what Bill's saying, I knew more about the plot of Enterprise before I watched it, and that's the reason I watched it.
Yeah.
So some people do that. They describe, hey, here's the plot, and you're like, oh, hey, that sounds cool, I'm going to watch that.
It's like they're not going to give you the major spoiler stuff. They're just literally going to be like, hey, here's the gist of the show.
And in a way,
does
we've
that
done
intrigue you?
We've
done it constantly.
We've done it if you think about it, because we talked about the fact that the Pink Ranger died in Lost Galaxy because the actual actress had cancer and they had to remove her, so they killed her character off and then brought in the bad guy. If you'd never seen the show and you're really that hardcore about it, you ruined it for somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, because
we did it here on our show.
Yeah, I ended before that. I didn't even know that chick actually died.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just thought she left.
So yeah,
that's why I felt terrible for cracking the spear.
That's why I was trying to wait till the end of this.
It's a fandom show, dude.
Good. Yeah,
it didn't hurt anything. In fact, now I understand why there are two costumes.
And I
don't know how she dies. I could still look forward to that in the series.
Yeah.
I don't know. If somebody says Jason Todded,
I doubt she got beat to death by a crowbar. I'm just going to go out on a limb here.
Crowbar, probably.
I'm going to assume she dies in a different way.
I'm guessing she didn't get beat to death.
No, she probably didn't get beat to death by the crowbar. She probably had a crowbar shoved into her bike's wheel while she was flying by.
Wow.
Next.
What the fuck, guy?
I'm an evil bastard, all right?
Yeah, we know.
Was it by a clown?
I hope so.
Going off of what
it's still
we know now, because this is the older costume.
It makes
and this
more
is
sense.
From 75?
75.
Yeah. The costume doesn't look bad for 75, and when they had to remake the costume for the movie, of course they're going to improve on it, and they had to modify the old costume because it's not the same person wearing it.
That too.
So they just made a new one, and they were like, hey, let's clean this up a little bit, make it look a little better.
I don't know. I still say if they pulled this shit into the future, like if they were to just pull this show to be like, here, 2017, here you go, kids, Kamen Rider. I'm pretty sure the ascot looking like a Donkey Kong tie isn't going to fly.
Well,
and the TTs might be different.
But that's what I was talking about with Cyborg 009. They wore those. They had the yellow...
Ascots?
The yellow ascot thing.
That show was actually really cool.
Or sash or whatever you
actually,
call it.
you know, she actually does really got that,
yeah, she looks like she's right out of there.
Just with the ladybug head.
Proto Man wears one of those.
A Proto Man wears that thing, that exact thing.
You know what? Speed Racer Ladybug Cyborg Lady's cool.
I prefer the new age costume. The newer costume, whatever they did for the movie,
is way better.
It looks way better. I like the fact that they removed the stockings, or rather the full. I don't know what you call those, leggings or pantyhose or whatever, and gave her
technically leggings, but
and then they gave her the socks instead.
They kept a little bit with the new design. They still kept it somewhat close to the original because, as you can see, the two T's on the tits. Yeah, still there. But the T on the belt, they made it smaller.
TTs?
Yes, the TTs. they made the T on the belt smaller in the new one because this one's if you actually look at her belt,
it's the same size.
It looks
almost
bigger.
Okay, next. Oh, she's so happy to be on
she's
that
got a
looking motorcycle.
She's got a Suzuki. Yes. Product placement, bitch.
She is proud to be sidekick to Kamen Rider.
You better be bad
Look,
as fuck.
considering the fact that she's not wearing a loincloth and sandals riding her dirt bike, She's already doing better.
Yeah.
So much hate. I think I scored that guy the highest out of everybody. I didn't think he was fucking horrific. Like, good lord.
He wasn't, but for God's sakes.
Look at her being all badass and
I can
shit.
kind of see this guy next to her.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ignore that.
Uh-oh. Wait a second. I see rubber chest guard
Ignore
pauldron.
it.
Ignore that for right
Can't-
now. We'll
it's
get
been-
there in a
It
minute.
can't be unseen.
I can't ignore it. Is that a chicken on his head?
It very well could be, Shane, but we'll find out
This
later.
is going to be interesting.
But yeah, that's actually a pretty cool still picture of her.
See?
Yeah.
See? Look at the belt. Her
And
belt
like
is
I
way
said,
bigger.
now that it doesn't look like a Donkey Kong tie, it's
Next.
not as
That
terrible.
woman is the tag team champion of Kamen Rider Universe. Tag.
Jesus Christ, that fucking belt buckle.
I know. They made it smaller in the redesign.
Yeah.
Champion.
Next.
Oh, shit!
Next.
Toei Spider-Man's probably across the room shooting a machine gun. That's what that look was
Inside, instead of outside, it seems like the suit, at least the dress part, has like a shimmer.
Yeah.
for. Yeah.
Well, it's probably made of, like...
It's probably
Leather.
pleather.
She's also getting ready to beat ass.
It's also
Also-
not
or
actually a
vinyl.
dress.
Also, her dress matches the interior decoration really well. You know,
It's
those
also
plastic
not
chairs?
actually a dress.
You mean those plastic
Oh, you know what I
chairs
mean.
that we got stuck sitting in at Limestone?
The lady at Caterpillar.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken, her skirt thing is the exact same type of skirt they wore in Star Trek. Those were not skirts either.
You know what I
They
mean.
look skirts because they're that illusion. They're like shorts with that
It's called
piece
a
of
sport.
skirt or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's whatevs.
Next, gonna jump.
Gotta get out the plane.
Get to the chopper.
She's getting out of the chopper.
Next, what the shit is happening?
Fuck.
That shirtless, scary man.
Is about
Man, nothing. That's a fucking giant.
Maybe that is a
Dildo
skirt.
rock.
Should I censor that when I?
I'm just gonna say maybe that is a skirt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it
sure
is.
that's a skirt,
Yeah,
Bill.
it is.
Kaleido.
But you ain't got to censor shit, Scotty.
Okay.
She's wearing her bloomers. She'll
Okay.
be all right.
The Kaleido dung beetles copping a feel.
No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
He has
Let me rub them TTs.
he has a cannon for a nose.
Does he have blades for hands?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, one hand is a blade, yeah.
Huh.
I don't know what the hell's up with the other one. Is it like supposed to be a cannon or something?
Somebody better save that lady. Shit. Next. Oh no.
Jesus Christ!
Joker extending hand.
I think
No,
the
that's
clown
a crab
does get her.
claw.
Right.
Yeah.
Extendy crowbar.
Nick,
Oh, Jesus.
Nick, I don't think we're too far off from the clown.
Yeah, I know. I think maybe I had it right on. Scott, did you sigh because I actually guessed the exact means of her death?
I wasn't given the details.
Next.
Broccoli! Broccoli is the smartest.
He has an IQ of 10.
No, he's red broccoli, so he's got an IQ of 11.
Oh shit.
That's pissed off. That's pissed off
Yeah,
broccoli.
that's angry Red Lantern broccoli.
Yep.
But do you like
Oh
how
wait, that
when?
means he has a lower IQ.
But do you like how when he showed up, everybody was like broccoli?
Dude, you've never seen that,
Yeah,
have
I
you?
have.
Oh, dude, it's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in this group has gone without knowing broccoli.
Next.
dude?
Toy.
Is that an actual action figure? Or did
It's-
somebody like
it's-
make a statue?
It's a toy.
It looks like it's a toy.
'Cause that's pretty sweet.
I
looks-
just- well,
it looks
they do
kinda
release
like
these
those-
Kamen Riders in actual clothes. They're more like
Yeah.
Barbie
Yeah.
dolls.
Yeah, there's some like different kinds of toys that they release them.
Well,
so.
with,
Well, I was about
with
to
the way
say.
the picture's pixelated, it almost looked like somebody made a statue for her.
Fuck that. With the way it looks from back here, it looks like those stupid, like, the rubber Power Rangers that we got, only they actually put the wireframe all the way through.
If you
so they're
could
not
get,
T-pose Rangers.
if you could get the costume, just the costume, if you could get the costume or make it, you could build her from a Thyssen figure. If you don't know what a Thyssen figure is, those are the most hardcore collectible figures that you can possibly buy. They don't have joints. They have like a 300-point wireframe inside of them.
Yep.
And they're built from like an actual squishy skin material.
Yep.
And they're anatomically correct. So when you clothe them, they actually have nipples and everything. They are a 100% body.
Yep.
And they come in male and female. And what a lot of people do is they buy. What a lot of people do is these are expensive too. They're like $130 for like the body. But they're interchangeable with most figures nowadays. So if you buy like a giant, awesome Spider-Man, right? You can take the head, the hands, and the feet off, buy a Fison body, and then reclothe the Fison body, and then attach the other parts, and he's the most realistic Spider-Man you could ever buy. Because they actually have muscle structures, and they actually have squishy muscles, and like they're very, very hardcore. You could make this with a Fison.
Wanger and all.
Dude, they're crazy hardcore. And Fison is it's like I said, it's a collector's company.
Yeah.
They don't do many toys that are direct. They sell bodies and things like that. But recently, Fison has released one toy I would buy. Sadly, I don't have the money for it, but Fison released a full 100% anatomically correct Red Sonja.
Is that an actual toy
nice.
or is that a CG figure?
That's a toy.
That's a figure.
That's a toy.
Because
she's got the joints.
Yeah, no.
Well, I know, but it looks like somebody was like doing a CG model and never finished it.
I think she's from the same line as the other toys we've been seeing in these reviews.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like the Rider toys from that fucking, what is it, the one place I found that does all the fucking basketball fucking figurines and shit.
Yep. Next.
I'm getting more and more terrified as we keep going through these, though, Bill. Because I don't think
Her
the
bike
Rider
looks
is gonna
awful
live
as a
up to
toy.
this.
Her bike looks awful as a toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next.
Of course, that could have just been a shitty toy somebody spray painted.
Okay, this is the original actress, I imagine.
The actress and her character's name.
Okay.
All right.
It's kind of confusing why they decided to call her Human Tackle.
The really weird thing is, I think she has two different costumes
T
right
for
there.
tackle.
No, they're the same. She's different.
What if she does a lot of tackling?
Oh, God, hold on a second.
Hold on, let the
Sorry,
old man sit
back's
up.
still out. Never came back from the store. If you look over on the left side picture, that one's got more of like an actual like red clothy feel to it, where the one on the right is more like a darker red velvet.
Could very
if you look
well
at the
be.
materials.
Could very well be that one suit is meant for action
things.
standing, and then the other suit is meant for fighting. Because like one of the most interesting aspects of filming, in terms of costumes, for me, is that Superman is incredibly interesting when they do a Superman movie, or even a series. Like Dean Cain had 14 capes. They had what was known as the standing cape. So if he wasn't going to move, they put that cape on him. If they had a walking cape, so if he was going to walk across the room, they had that cape on him. They had an action cape in case he had to break through a wall. They had a flying cape. They had a coming from sky cape, a jumping cape, and these were all capes that were just enough different materials and layouts that when he would move or do or talk or stand, they could use the different cape and it would get the kind of feeling they wanted in the shot.
See, I could see a standing cape and a moving cape. That's it.
No, they had like 14 different capes, and they would, and even recently
because
in the newest
need
movie,
one of a specific material for while he's quote flying.
Yeah,
so when they
'cause the
turn the
wind has to
industrial
move it.
fan on,
but you don't
it's gotta
want it
flow
moving.
right.
You don't want it moving when he's standing there.
Yeah.
Like if he's standing there, you don't want the air conditioner to blow his cape, so you want him to seem like he's just standing there. So it's a heavier cape. And then if he's going to move across the room, you don't want the cape to just hang there. Because it's boring. It's not action. It doesn't create the legitimacy you want.
But if he's just floating,
there would be a cape for that too. There was just enough give. No, it's astonishing.
Well, for that, you want to have enough give for like the gentle breezes while he's floating there. Would like pick it up a little bit.
In fact, there was a term that was constantly used during it where they would do the entire scene and then they would say, "How's the cape? Did I get the right cape? Is this the right cape?" Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
but
they do.
But then sometimes for
Sometimes
one scene,
they might think one cape will work better than another, and then figure out it won't.
because they do a scene. They do a scene in the first season where he breaks through this solid concrete wall, and he's like, boom, and he comes through. And at first they used the standing cape, and it didn't open. So they used the flight cape, and it was too open. He went in, and it like went around him, and then it was like in his face, and he was like, shit, now I look like a dumbass. So they had to use like this walking cape and tie these little weights to the bottom, these little lead tethers, so that when he came in, the cape opened but still stayed down. So that all it was this awesome pose, whereas he came through the wall, the cape took the whole frame but never moved in front of him and never flew. You also don't want it whipping around back here somewhere in the sky because he looks dumb.
Especially because if a plane comes by.
So this kind of stuff has been going on for years. Yeah, like Superman. Yeah. Superman is astonishing because the cape is its own makeup piece that took forever to get right. Yeah. Next. Okay, that's kind of cutesy. For some reason, that makes a lot of sense for her.
That seems like something you would hang on Gwenny's wall.
Yeah, it does. Next.
That's not so much. It's neat, but yeah.
Next. Oh, dude, that is awesome. That is awesome,
She's
dude.
exploding. Or she's getting ready to become Super Saiyan Rider.
Dude, that is straight up badass. I would put that on my wall. No shit. That is fucking awesome.
Save that picture.
I think I'm going to.
Hold on.
I'm
saving.
literally.
Okay.
What is this? We're on 21. I'm going to copy this motherfucker right now. I don't want this going anywhere. I want this picture to stay on my computer. Nope, that's the wrong thing.
Bill is copy and pasting stuff.
There. Apologize, I got to go back in and find it now.
Done.
Actually, I don't.
Will continue.
Next.
Bump.
Dude, I'm sorry. I loved that. That was too cool.
So we only got a lot of stuff of the original and not much of the second version.
The movie was probably a movie.
Yeah,
to be fair, like she probably had like a couple.
It was
scenes.
like a movie with a Stronger crossing over with other.
Okay, and that's probably the only reason they needed her. Next, dude.
Yeah,
she looks like she could have been.
That
in
is
an
so
anime.
Proto Man right there.
I'm gonna steal that picture too.
That's a Proto Man pose.
I need it. Shush. That's 23, isn't it? Actually, she's done. So go ahead and grade her, because I'm going to steal this image too.
4.7.
I need a tabulation.
She's cool as shit.
Yeah, I think so too, man. She's awesome. There's just enough
damn it,
awesome.
I just saw Bison pop up. Of course.
Yeah, I have the Bison picture where he's like, of course. I fucking love that picture. Okay, I'm in love with this character. I don't know why. There's something very, very awesome. It's like Cyborg 009, Proto Man, Speed Racer, and there's just enough of her to be superhero, even in terms of American comic books. Because you look at characters like Robin and whatnot that have survived the test of time, that primarily still wear like weird yellow and red costumes and shit. Like that still exists for us too. I love her. She's 4.6. I love her. She's awesome.
Damn, I'm leading the way right now. Scott.
I'm going with the 4.
Shane. You survived this long, so apparently we're doing good.
You mentioned Proto Man, so that was enough for me. Let's go with a 4.8.
Shit, loving more than the Knicks. Shane's love overfloweth.
Oh, Seth already got my stuff.
Oh, yeah, I already got him. Spencer threw down a 4.
I'm
throwing in a 4.5. This chick is sitting at a 4.43 because it's repeating.
She's rocking the shit out of this. Oh, great.
Now we got Stronger.
This dude better blow me out of the fucking... Oh, God damn it!
Let me get rid of her.
I am Kamen Rider Stronger.
Why?
Don't do it, Shane.
Why?
Don't leave the episode yet. We haven't even started.
We're 30-something minutes in, Bill. We had awesome sidekick. Now we have derpy superhero.
And
that
this
does not make sense.
He's got a smile.
And this is his standard form.
He's happy to be Stronger.
That's his standard form. This is this guy out and about for a daily stroll going, it's a fucking nice day out. Derp, 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 derp.
No, he's got
Next.
another form.
His other form better be fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
Because this guy sucks. That S stands for sucks.
Dude.
She should have been the hero.
As far as I'm concerned, he's the fucking sidekick. This dude sucks.
Next.
He's probably super epic. Oh, great.
A little bit better.
He's got glowy eyeballs now. Woo. I am not improved, or I'm not impressed.
You are
at
not
all.
improved?
I am not improved. I am not improved by this situation. I am very unimproved.
For all of you that hated on Kamen Rider Amazon, better than this.
I wasn't here for
Next.
Amazon.
Oh, and if you
By
haven't
the
watched
way-
that episode, watch it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't watch it.
Yes.
You messed up if you aren't watching the episode you're not in, because that, oh my god. I was at work, and I pulled
Did you
around,
almost drive into a fucking
dude,
wall with the
I
fork
pulled
truck
around
like
to the
you
Emery
said?
Bay. I pulled around to the Emery Bay and dropped one off, pulled the latch down, pulled forward, and heard, I got a man. I got Volcano. Volcano, man. And I started laughing. And while I was laughing, I came on the radio and said, I'm going to be at work. And I'm going to be down on the docks, and I'm going to be laughing too hard to fucking work. And there was this dude that was unloading the truck that was looking at me while I was laughing, while I was telling him through the
Exactly
radio
what
that I'm
the
going to
fuck
laugh
is
too
going
hard
on.
to work. And I was like, oh man, this is fucking awful. I was like, I got to drive the fuck away from here.
Ah, you son of a bitch. I figured you would. But anyway.
Next.
Well, I was about to say, am I the only one who's noticed that the stripes have returned?
Yeah, he's got a couple stripes.
He looks like a balloon animal. Look at his chest.
But a balloon animal looks better.
He's wearing a life vest. Hopefully, Kamen Rider
Stronger is based off the stag beetle.
Okay.
Yep.
Stag beetles, as far
Still
as I know,
bad.
can't
Still
swim, so that's why he's wearing a life preserver.
Yeah.
Next. Yeah.
Look at me, I'm pointing to sky.
And Shane is
And
giving the
Shane
finger.
is giving him the single
Shane
finger salute.
Yep.
Next.
Double finger salute from Shane now.
Oh man, this dude
This
is
guy
Shane,
is
do you
so
require
bad.
a beer?
this weird puffy shirt
Shane,
fucking
hold
thing.
up.
No,
Scotty.
Scott's already said it's a goddamn life preserver.
Scotty, Shane requires
Awful.
a beer with his double finger salute. Maybe the next one he'll want to stomp a mud hole and walk it dry.
Jesus, dude.
And that's the bottom line, because Shane said so.
Honestly,
By the way, something interesting was explained to me, so that we can kind of forget about this guy while we next. Evidently, and I always knew this, but I didn't know exactly, the Great Saiyaman is more based than anybody else in Rider history. He's based on Rideman. He is the Goodwill Rider.
you know what?
That sounds about right.
You know what the sad thing is? The Great Saiyaman is an infinitely better writer than this guy.
Yeah, he is basically
But that's also
Rideman.
biased because I'm one of the few people that enjoy the Great Saiyaman a lot.
I like him as a comedic element of Dragon Ball Z, but I still think he's stupid.
Next.
He's fucking amazing.
Oh, God.
He's always happy. He just wants someone to love him because no one will.
If you're happy and you know it, have a sidekick who looks cooler than you.
Well, technically, as far as we know, he might have been in love with his sidekick.
It's
so.
true, we don't know that, but
Yeah.
I
I don't know. You also said that about your angel.
can I ask a question?
Angel.
I'll tell you why she's the sidekick. She's a woman.
In 1975.
As chauvinistic as that is, this is 1975. It's
Yeah.
Japan. She's a woman. She can't be the hero. She looked cooler. I've seen better. I've seen better fan art. I've seen better action scenes out of still frame images already, and she's instantly likable. And this guy?
Can I ask you guys a question? Since I'm not familiar with Kamen Rider, like Scott said, that's his base form. So is that what that dude looks like walking around?
That's what I was like.
No. I'm just saying he's got a secondary form, which is
Oh,
why there's
okay.
another,
Oh,
So that's
another
a suit.
folder.
That's
Oh,
a dude
okay.
in that suit.
So basically,
Okay.
So basically, he transforms into that.
Most
And
of
then
the
he
time,
gets a
common riders are
battleizer.
cybernetic enhanced people.
He's the only rider who has a secondary
From what
form.
I've been
That's what I
noticing.
said. So he gets a battleizer.
Something like that.
Because that's how we did the second forms and our Super Sentai stuff so far.
So regardless,
Fucking
since I'm
battleizers.
looking at the spikes, I'm just going to go ahead and say again, the reason she's not the hero is because it's 1975, and chauvinism of 1975, she's a woman.
Yeah.
Because this dude is straight up fucking awful.
Just to point out a comparison, Lieutenant Uhura from Star Trek.
Yeah.
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 A perfect representation because Uhura is she's very important to the show, but she was given the least amount of lines, and often the studio would come in and notice that her script was pretty big this day, and they'd say, the captain should be saying that. Have her say, yes, sir, no, sir, maybe, sir, or I can't, or I can, or I'm trying.
She had a double crutch because not only was she a woman in the 60s when they were filming Star Trek, she was black in the 60s when they were filming Star Trek.
I'm
So
pretty
she
sure
was-
she's still black today, though, guys.
She
was black.
All right, smart ass.
I don't think she had that Michael
You know what?
Jackson shit.
You know what? Hang on. You can be Jason again. He's Rocky now.
Oh, shit!
Hey, Shane, since you have no interest in this episode at all, can I get a surge? Next.
Bring
Hey,
me
you
a
know
cream
what?
soda.
I'm gonna take this.
You
You're
know
a
what?
scourge of your humanity, and I hate this guy. I can't even speak his lines.
You're a
Wait,
scourge
wait,
on humanity.
wait.
I'm going to take
Do
you
it
down.
as the Vanisher.
Oh, the Vanisher, yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, I need your Vanisher voice for the other show
Yeah,
I'm doing.
we for Ruxpin, we need you to be Vanisher. I know I already explained it to you.
Vanisher. Have I heard Bill's Vanisher?
You might have. Once again, you need to listen to the fucking episode you're not in, guy.
Okay.
This good shit.
You're a scourge on humanity, and I'm going to take you down. Now direct me to the nearest Metropolitan National Bank. I intend to rob it.
No, I have heard that one before then.
No. You intend to save it.
Oh, yes, I am sorry. I save things in this terrible outfit.
It was a career change he wasn't ready for.
Next. Good luck finding a picture of the Vanisher for that.
Oh, you know what? It's weird that the blueprints for this guy's suit are way fucking better than he ever will be.
Yeah.
Maybe he should take the skin off, because he looks really cool. Because this looks cool. This side here with all the
You know
robot.
what? This guy, I'm going to be pissing off a lot of people, and I already know it. And it's going to be amazing, because I already know what this guy is going to get, unless he blows me out of the fucking water.
His transformation might be cool. Let's keep going.
Well, his transformation is the next folder,
Next.
I'm assuming, right?
Oh my god.
And now the actor playing Kamen Rider Stronger, Nightwolf. Everybody,
Next.
finish him,
Bill, please, for the love of God, next.
He's a rhinestone cowboy.
Look at the belt. What do you expect? Here we go.
Hey Shigeru,
Mia Falo.
you should quit and let your sidekick take over. And I'm thinking that picture on the right's his second form, and it didn't get any fucking better.
Is that his second form, Scott?
You'll see once we get there.
God damn it.
I had to eat a candy. Next.
Yeah, to get the taste of shit out of
Bill
your mouth.
looks cooler than
That's
he
pretty
does.
cool. That enemy's pretty fucking cool.
He's going to bone him to death.
I'm
You about to get boned.
You got
I'm
a bone to pick to
going to bone you stronger.
No!
a stronger boner. I mean bone.
Bone the stronger.
Okay, he's the bad guy's pretty cool. Whoever this bad
great.
guy is.
That guy should get credit for
He
being
is
an
the
awesome bad guy.
He is the undead drum major.
Next.
Oh God.
What the fuck is up with weird axe beak bird night?
Okay, so the son of the thing is hugging his leg,
This is what happens when you wear
live action Bone Dude from One Piece is hugging his leg.
This is what happens when you wear a shitty costume to a Renaissance fair. Everybody wants to tear you apart.
Including Broccoli Man.
We got Blue Cow Man here in the back.
Broccoli, Red Lantern Broccoli.
What is
Red
up,
Lantern
What
Broccoli.
is up with the Imperial Admiral with the weird wolf head and the weird shit on the head?
What, he got barbed wire around his head?
He is an atomic evil Wolfman general.
Admiral.
Sure.
He is an admiral in the Imperial Navy.
That's what he is then.
Hopefully he doesn't piss off Lord Vader for the last time.
Do you see the big horny shredder in the background?
There's a big horny shredder in the background.
Bring me the turtles! And this dumb shit.
Next.
Oh.
Sometimes, blindfolded.
Sometimes.
What the fuck is up with the minions?
Dude, they look like rabbits.
Those guys are cooler than the rider is.
They look like evil rabbits.
Here you go, look. Strong man. Alright, Kamen Rider Strong ran into fucking Pokemon trainer Pointy Face and his squad of Umbreons and is getting his ass kicked.
This will be interesting.
Look at him, Shane.
Shane's not liking it.
He's got control of the Heartless and he gave them scarves and belts.
Oh, Jesus.
And Punky's laughing.
Shane. Kingdom Hearts Heartless with scarves and belts.
Oh, plus Billy, you got to show her the.
Am I right?
The sidekick too at some point.
He said yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I zoned out. I started watching Broccoli.
So,
no, dude, look at this.
Okay,
Next.
Yeah,
Dudes.
Look at my bike.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
You gotta
Look at
zoom
my
in, hold on.
bike. It's super small. Jesus Christ.
I like to ride my motorbike. I like to ride it every day. I'm smiling because I look real. I can't use that word on
Next.
the internet.
I'm
Stuck in the mud, guys. Somebody give me a push.
Actually, you're stuck in the grass.
The grass! It's too dry! We can't get any more traction!
Can't get traction on perfectly dry terrain.
Next. Ooh.
Fan art doesn't look
Fan
shitty.
art looks okay.
Action
Ish.
pose.
The fan art looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, Shane has to say something.
Now, like his partner, who's infinitely cooler, by the way,
Yes.
he also rides a Suzuki.
Yeah. Suzuki is the brand to have when you're a
Awesome
stronger
looking
rider.
No.
Sorry, Shane got stuck on loop. Next.
Doing a wheelie.
Okay, that bike in toy form is fucking cool.
If we could get some splosions behind this guy.
You don't
Future
want,
Scott!
you don't want Super Nintendo
Future
lightning
Scott!
behind this dude?
We need explosions!
Next.
Pachow!
Oh,
Fighting pose while he straddles
Yeah,
his
no,
bike.
next.
yeah, next.
Yeah, next.
Oh!
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Oh, cool.
Stronger used Thunder Punch. It's not
Not
very
that-
effective.
Not
No,
that
it's
he's
not.
cool, but the toy comes with a cool effect for other toys that would be cooler with that effect.
Like Spider-Man kicking someone in the head so hard that just
or
lightning shoots.
putting that on the hand of my Sinestro action figure.
That would be
That would
fucking
be
sweet.
baller.
Yeah, like if you could have him with the
if
ring
I
and
had
it's
a
sparking
Sinestro
everywhere.
action figure.
Next.
Point.
Only you can prevent shitty TV shows.
Except
No,
they can't.
no.
But
still
sadly,
gonna be made.
sadly, if
No.
they didn't watch this, we wouldn't have got the other ones that are way cooler down the road.
Yeah, how many more decades do we have to wait for better writers?
Hopefully, they're right around the corner. Say next year. Fingers crossed.
Or a couple of years.
Next.
Chibi.
He's so tiny and fat!
This is from a strange little anime piece, from what I understand, where a lot of writers show up,
He did the
and they're all
fusion
like in this
dance with
chibi
Krillin.
animation. I don't know what the anime is. Somebody sent me a preview
wait,
of it.
Is that where the cutesy little ladybug one came from too?
Possibly,
Yeah,
because
because-
it's like a whole bunch of writers are in this weird
I
anime
hate
and they're all
Chibi
SD
for the
kind
most
of.
part, but there's certain aspects that I can be okay with.
He
The
fusion
Chibi
dance with
ladybug,
Krillin.
cool. Chibi, this dude, still not cool.
Next,
Looks better than his regular one.
Oh look,
now he looks like he might have been an enemy in Beautiful Joe.
He's
yeah.
got the touch.
Yeah.
He's got the power.
he ain't got no.
Yeah,
power.
I just shit on my own Transformers. Go ahead,
Next.
keep going.
Dude,
See,
that's kind of cool.
See, that's
cool.
okay. But
That's
he
kinda
still
cool.
sucks.
Well, he is Suckman. I mean, he's got the S.
He's now renamed Kamen Rider Suckman.
Kamen Rider
Spencer.
Suckman.
Do you
Now,
see the circle?
This is the one.
because I don't see the circle.
This is the one Mega Man boss that you would actually walk out of the room and not take the power of.
Next.
This was.
Oh,
I
dude.
don't know. He
Unfortunately,
might be kind of like Doorman. Just keep opening. The
I wonder
door
if he's
to get
really
your
super
little spikes.
retarded strong.
Well, remember. All right, you say you wonder if he's really stupid, retarded, strong. Everybody shit on Amazon because we didn't know, but that motherfucker was bisecting people.
Yeah.
So this dude might be like, by the power of Thor, fucking lightning bolts for days.
Yeah.
He still looks stupid as shit.
Eat a candy.
I'm eating a candy. Next.
You gonna drop your wrapper again?
Sneaky stronger.
I don't know. He's still not
Shane's
as
just handing the mic
he's
back.
still not as sneaky
He's
as
so
Toei
done.
Spider-Man.
Shane, it's okay,
Toei
bro.
Spider-Man put on a hat and you couldn't see him.
Smoking.
Next.
See, why is the fan art
Dude.
cool?
He's
The
awesome.
fan art's cool.
That is
Why
straight
can't
up
he be
awesome.
Hell, no, that's not even his actual armor. That
No.
looks like he was like in a fucking Iron Man suit.
Somebody changed
Because it's updated.
Yeah, somebody changed the way it looks.
He's supposed to be
to make it look
robotic.
better.
Yeah.
So that's just updated. If they'd have made it today, he probably would have looked like that.
Yeah,
Which is
especially
way
since
better.
everything's getting the Iron Man treatment.
That's true.
Iron Man, Power Rangers,
Iron Man
Batman.
again.
Batman.
Even the
Batman.
Kamen Riders look like that now. When you see like
Yeah.
the new Kamen Rider Amazons, they look like Robo-Bugs.
Yeah.
They look like Beetleborgs.
Next.
And we're done with the.
Give me a hug,
Stronger.
Shane!
Hey, we're done with Stronger.
oh,
So what
we're
kind of
finally
rating-
done with the strong bug.
This guy.
Hang on, we're not done. It's charge up form time.
Oh no.
No.
We had to go with the base form rating.
Yeah, base form rating.
And I'll go first. Now, look, everyone, look at my left hand. The score. I'm going to put up on my left hand. Ready?
Dropping
hand's not
zeros.
I can't see. You're right in front of me,
He
asshole.
dropped another zero.
Oh yeah, I figured I already punched in a zero.
Shane's the zero dropper here.
If that's Suck Man, do Zero Man, not like Zero from X. You're just like you throw zeros at people and get your ass kicked because you don't have the other half of binary code.
It's kind of true.
I'm gonna give that dude a 1.
What you giving him, Bill?
She gets a 4 from me. He gets a 1.
She got like a 4.7 from me. This guy's getting a 0.2.
Oh my god!
This
Wow.
guy
Fucking
sucks.
haterade, motherfuckers. To rate fairly.
Where are you thinking here?
Hold on.
Yeah,
to
go
rate
ahead.
fairly.
No,
based
I
off
am
what
rating
we've
fairly.
seen from other writers, he's about a 2. He's what you would expect from a common writer.
Unfortunately,
Oh, man. I don't know.
About what you would
unfortunately,
expect.
we saw his sidekick first.
That
That's
shit's
what
empty,
dropped
motherfucker.
him.
What are you worried
Comparing
about?
him,
Hard.
comparing him with other writers, we're looking at Amazon got low scores from us, and who else has got low scores from us in terms of writers? It was like,
Didn't Nick hate on Goodwill Writer?
yeah, dude, he
Yeah.
despised Goodwill Writer.
Yeah, but it's funny because who is it that keeps popping up on the group page and keeps tossing up? Does he look better now, Nick?
Yeah, somebody keeps
Yeah,
trying to
somebody
defend
keeps trying
that guy.
to- trying
No,
to
no.
defend
And the
right,
thing
man.
is, like, The third to last picture they threw, not really. The second to last, The last one they threw, I was like, yeah, he actually looks pretty fucking cool now.
Someone needs to learn me on what I need on my phone to listen to these.
I'm giving him a 1.
What do you mean?
The app or whatever.
Oh, well, we have the podcast, which you can just get like Podkicker or something like that, or Podcast Addict is what I use. Otherwise, this goes up on YouTube every Wednesday, and that's the one where you can actually see the pictures. Otherwise, I will take some of these pictures sometimes, and I post them up on a couple of my things. I'm at Reploid Bill on Twitter, but I would warn you, for anybody that follows me on Twitter, I post anything that catches my fancy. Anything from awesome superheroes to Senran Kagura to porn. Like, I am an adult, and sometimes I like me adult nakedness. Okay, so that's going to happen.
When he gets older, she is not allowed to follow her dad.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear nearly as much as you'd think. In terms of that,
Prison School.
There's probably
but Prison School is not really porn.
Prison School gets posted up on there, and sometimes there's like a grown-up, interesting Misty picture that I'm like, that's going. That's
sometimes, dude, like a week straight, you were putting 5 pictures a day. All right.
I went on a spree for, but I do that. I do that with all my stuff.
Hold up, who the fuck don't I have a score from?
They don't have a score from me and him because I was about to ask him where your thoughts are.
I gave 1.
Oh, okay.
Why? No, I'm honestly looking for some.
To me, it's like it attempted to look like a rider. So
okay,
I'll give you a reason why I gave it a 1.
All right,
I'm relatively new to the rider thing. I've only done Kamen Rider Amazon and this one.
Yeah,
I gave him a 1 because I thought Amazon looked better than he did, and his sidekick looked better than him.
What did I even give Goodwill?
Goodwill Rider? I want to say you gave a fucking 0. No. Yeah, you gave him a 0, but you gave Adapt-A-Hand like a 3.5.
Oh, yeah.
Some shit like that.
No.
Right,
I
Bill.
gave Adapt-A-Hand a low score because I got pissed off about that.
What are you thinking,
Bill
guy?
loved Adapt-A-Hand.
Yeah, we all loved Adapt-A-Hand.
I am kind of sickened by this guy. Like, I don't get it. I don't. Like, why does he look so bad? What was the idea with the puffy chest and shit?
It was inflatable. So he could swim.
I don't like his weird rubber muscle chest. I don't like his fucking morpher belt with a star. I don't like...
His helmet looks stupid.
Yeah, I don't like the helmet thing with the weird...
Stag beetle
horn thing. Like, I don't like this guy at all. And I feel like I almost feel unjustified leveling him in the zeros, but goddamn. There doesn't seem to be redeeming qualities to this guy. If anybody needs a fucking redesign, this guy needs it bad.
Especially with how cool his sidekick looks.
Right, it's weird to me that the sidekick is still presentable by today's standards, and him, man, this guy needs to stay in the 70s. He does not.
No, this guy needs to get hit with a can of Raid.
Well, to be fair, the 70s superheroes, oh man, if you...
Raid!
I mean, let's be honest. Look at 70s superheroes. Look back on people like Luke Cage and shit like that.
Terra.
And Terra from the
They
Teen
are better
Titans.
designed than this guy.
Terra from the Teen Titans? No.
She wears a brown one-piece swimming suit, has a blonde perm, and gets raped by Slade. She's not better than this guy.
Barring Terra, the rest of them are better designed.
Luke Cage has an afro and wears a disco outfit.
That's cool.
No,
I
it's
would
not.
prefer that over this guy.
Because it's a sparkly yellow shirt and brown bell bottoms. It's not cool.
Yeah.
That, like,
That's not a
superheroes,
disco suit. That's just,
you
that's
forgot
just a
about
fashion
his
disaster.
tiara.
Yeah, and he wears a tiara.
a lot of superheroes in the 70s,
Yes.
a lot of
See,
superheroes...
when you say afro in a disco suit, I'm thinking a legit disco suit and a pimp afro.
well,
Not some weird tiara shit in it
No.
and then derpy clothes.
the ideas change. Like people have often said that every 10 to 15 years comic books should evolve.
Yeah.
And this is true of superheroes. Like, okay, look at Iron Man. He was a gigantic, fat, yellow bullet.
Which
Yeah.
I didn't like.
Yeah.
That's what he was. And it wasn't until the 80s when they redesigned him that
He
he
got
got
that
the
sleeker
more...
model.
Yeah, he got the sleeker look. So superheroes go through this. And this guy, he is a relic of the terrible 70s bigger, bigger, bigger.
I just want to point out, too, that back in the 70s, Iron Man told Steve Rogers that he needed a good hard dicking from Iron Man.
That meant something different back
Yes,
then.
it
But
did.
yes, look, he's a 0.4 or something like that. I'm trying real
At
hard.
least I'm not the
He's
only one
stuck-
that's given a slight hater.
He's really stuck in the 70s that created him. I mean, look at the 70s superheroes. Like Spider-Man looks the same. Not many others.
Wait, was it the 60s or was it 70s that gave us sassy Spider-Man? Was that the 60s?
What do you mean sassy? Because even his first books, he's cracking those wise jokes.
It's a set of internet memes.
Oh, I don't know.
The sassy Spider-Man. Seth, you know which one I'm talking about, right?
Are you talking about from the 1960s cartoon?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the 60s.
Okay, I didn't remember
Yep.
if that was the 60s or 70s. That's why I was
Spider-Man and
asking.
his amazing friends, right?
Yeah.
No, that's
Yep.
80s.
Oh.
70s. That's 70s.
70s, yeah.
Because there was the 60s
Well, because
cartoon
there's
followed
some
by
of
the
those that are
70s.
also from Spider-Man and his amazing friends. So
Yep.
it's the 60s and 70s that gave us the sassy
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
So Seth, what did the stronger form
This
get?
guy got a .766, like 8
Yeah.
sixes and then a 7, so a .77.
This
0.77.
is Kamen Rider Stronger Charge Up form.
This better be fucking amazing. It's not. He got a white stripe,
And
and
he
the
got more
stag
horn.
thing got bigger.
And there's
silver.
something on his
silver.
chest.
No, it's
No,
still
it's
the
still
S.
the S, isn't it?
It just poofier out now.
Now he super sucks.
Next.
Next.
Oh, that looks cool.
See, that's
that looks
cool.
like
That
a
looks
Mega
cool.
Man villain.
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, and he
Shane's
fits
nodding,
in
yeah.
Mega Man.
He would fit in Mega Man because Mega Man has big hands and like the big forearm thing
a big
going
head.
on, and like yeah.
Like that totally looks like it could be a cool Mega Man villain. That last picture before
He looks
this one,
reminiscent of like Quick Man
yeah,
Yeah.
in this picture.
he could be known as Speed Man.
Right.
Or Stag Man.
That's true too. He could have been
Stag
Stag Man.
Yep.
He might. He probably would have worked well in say the Mega Man X universe within the first 3 games.
But he can't be the Scat Man.
Next.
Balloon animal.
The figure is slightly better than.
No, because the
I said
figure's
slightly.
chest is way bigger than it needs to be.
Than everything else.
Sneeze.
That dude goes to the gym and only works on the machines that make his chest bigger. He's like, I eat a creatine pancake for breakfast.
I hung out with Chris Redfield again.
I do some chest workouts. I eat creatine pancakes for lunch.
I just fucking did that on air, didn't I? I bet
Yes.
you that got
Yes,
on
you
the.
did.
And then I do some more chest
I hate
workouts.
that. I do that off of instinct.
What,
I don't
do you
know.
sneeze?
Every time I sneeze, I say sneeze during the process. I don't know why. I don't know where it started. I don't know how.
Bill.
And I can't stop
Bill.
doing it.
It started because we used to make fun of one of the guys, and then you were like, just one day when you got ready to sneeze, you went, a tuba sneeze!
Yeah.
It could be.
And that's how
Yeah,
it started.
no, that's literally
that was
what it was.
15-something years ago.
Yeah.
It's ingrained. I cannot not do it.
Just-
I do it at work, and people like people that have never seen me do it. I'll be driving or something, and I'll be like, sneeze, and people will stop and look at me like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I just did that shit again, didn't I? Like, I don't even notice I'm doing it.
I still stop and look at him like, what the fuck?
Damn it.
Next. Action pose.
Hey, look, he's doing Jan Lee's dragon kick.
Next.
Yeah, no,
Hero
you're not
pose.
ruining Jan Lee for us.
This
I'm
toy is a
hardcore.
little bit cooler
See,
when he's
that-
standing there.
No,
yeah.
like,
It's not
the way
as
he's standing
puffy.
right now, that looks better.
That first
Yeah.
toy
That
looked
first toy
like,
sucked.
looked like it came with a bicycle pump.
And if that's the same toy, then they just really bad with it.
Yeah, he's
Next.
fucking puffy.
See, that looks fine.
Silver mascot
I
too.
think
Oh, sorry.
all that's doing is bringing back
That
memories
didn't
of
look fine.
Kiba Ranger for Bill. Sitting back there with the bicycle pump.
Next.
Shane, he's like the Flash. He goes fast. Look at
Super
him.
fast. Even stronger fast, if I could be so bold.
Shane is not amused.
Are you both brave and bold?
I believe so.
I think Shane is giving you a death stare.
It's kind of going in between us, actually. poor Pikachu phone charger.
No,
You'll be
actually,
missed.
No,
technically
it would have
speaking,
been-
it'd probably be either Big Daddy.
Or Naoto.
Yeah.
And it won't be Naoto because Shane likes Naoto, so it's probably the Big Daddy.
Oh, Big Daddy can take it. Next.
Yep.
Next.
And
Oh,
we're done.
We're done.
We're done.
Hey, Seth. Take a guess on what my score is.
Actually,
0.
It's a
there's
zero.
something I
And
gotta bring
Shane's
up
dropping a
after we
0.
do the
After we do what?
after we do the score thing. I'll give it a 0.5.
His fucking power-up form is worse than his base
Because
form.
all they did was add a white stripe and make the horn slightly bigger and silver.
I'm gonna go 1 so I can be the first person to crack the barrier of suck.
No, technically
No.
I was, because I wrote down my 1.5 before you.
I'll be honest.
okay.
The white accentuates him just enough to where he kind of pops. That makes him a little bit more
0.5 instead of
acceptable.
0.4.
So I'm
It's
like
not
I'm like it maybe
acceptable
like
for
a
his
0.7.
super charged up form, though.
1, 2, 3.
I like
Think
his
about
color.
that.
No, but here's the thing. Just like when I go, that guy's cool. When you go to when you go into
Fucking
Soul Calibur
reject.
3, and you can't actually give the main characters different costumes, but you could change their colors, and you're like, that's a little cooler now. He was a little bit more acceptable.
Like in Soul Calibur 4 with my my Magma Astaroth.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
exactly
You
what
mean-
I mean. Like
you mean
Soul
kinda
Calibur
like
3,
when,
in Soul Calibur 3, I changed Taki's costume to white and give her, like, anime blue hair. And she pops a little bit more, and I like her a little
Super
bit
Saiyan
more.
God, Super Saiyan Taki.
You mean kind of like how there was that I can't remember which game it was. It was like a Street Fighter game or whatever, where you took Zangief and you gave him like pink boots with green stripes.
And I called him Senora Swipo.
yeah, because he will.
And I
swipe
used to
your
do
ass.
the falling upper knee kick and be like, I wipe you, and kick people with my knee.
Next.
Oh, wait.
We're not looking at pictures right
So
now.
what's the score for this ass wipe? I mean,
Change
up form.
0.62.
Are you sure he's a stag beetle and not a dung beetle?
Now, the
What's
thing
up?
I wanted to bring up was, what was the year of this?
75.
What else came out and started?
Go Rangers.
Which one
So
was that
the
one
Go
again?
Rangers
Bug
are
Eye.
comparable to
First-
this
Beautiful
guy.
Joe.
The very first Sentai.
And the Go Rangers win this contest. In fact,
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm very interested to do this from now on because we've caught up, and each time we do one of these, I want to compare them to the Rangers of the year. So, Go Rangers versus
you're going to.
Stronger.
You're going to.
Oh,
One of these pictures you're going to.
Awesome. That if we
good.
get that, I want at least one picture, even if you have to make the picture, each year I want to be able to pick a winner between the two shows.
just make sure you pick a really good picture for the Rangers.
Here's one co-op pic.
She looks cooler than you, dude. I'm sorry.
Tell me.
So much cooler than you.
Tell me, sidekick, why must I suck so bad?
It's probably because you
Because
look
you look like shit. That's
because
why.
because if you move the scarf, we're still talking about her TTs.
So is
cool.
TTS. TTs.
She reminds me of Cyborg 009.
Actually, no, because with the scarf hanging in the center, now it's just tits.
Oh, shit, it is.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm sorry, because it's also
It's
going off to the
titties.
side. It's titties.
It's titty.
No, it's titties.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
shit.
an S.
yeah. There's
It's
an
now
S.
titties.
Yeah, we're mature. All right.
That's
Next
really,
picture.
that is really awful that we just got that joke out of this show. Next.
Okay, well, this doesn't
Okay,
look
you look
terrible.
fine. You
Yeah.
look fine.
Well, it's also because he doesn't
Shane,
look like Nightwolf.
Rather die. Just
Yeah,
don't
he's not his
morph.
head.
Rather die.
Yeah.
You know what his outfit reminds me of, though? Your least favorite.
Squall.
Yeah.
What's that on his pant leg?
A shit
Your
stain.
mother.
No, it's red and white.
Can you zoom on his...
Here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoop.
Like
It's actually some kind of mark.
Yeah, it's a fish with a lightning bolt underneath of it.
I don't know. I thought it looked like he spilled ketchup and mustard.
No,
for his
honestly,
lunch.
for a second, it didn't even look like it was yellow. I thought he had a pokeball on his pant leg. I was like,
That would
how
be-
the
what
fuck?
You're about 20 years early
Exactly.
for that.
That's why I was like, how the fuck did they... What? That dude in the back is like, oh man, I had to be saved by this asshole.
Look at his face.
I'm
He's
going
like,
to be saved by the hot woman.
like, why couldn't it be the Adapt-A-Hand dude or somebody else? Because Jesus fucking Christ, this is terrible.
Well, at least I got the hot chick next to
Don't
me.
worry, I'll be here to save you, buddy.
He also, well,
No,
I think he may have just.
Dipshit strongman. It's got to be the Vanisher.
See, the manga version right here is pretty cool.
That's because
I'm
they
down
slim
with
him
that.
out.
Yeah, I know. He's cool there.
Shane's nodding his head in agreement.
Maybe it's also the 2D aspect. There's something about seeing a living person wear that awful outfit.
Yeah, it's that buffed up.
Yeah.
Point, and we were having this conversation at Zeke's yesterday when Margot Robbie put on the original Harley Quinn costume for Suicide Squad. It looks like shit.
It looks awful because realistically, on a real person in an action movie, that costume does not work. You can't take Harley Quinn seriously. It doesn't work. It's an awesome costume, and I love that they gave us those 10 seconds where she wore it and she danced with the Joker, and he looks fine.
Yeah.
Because his costume is doable in live action, but her with the puffy weird things on her
The
head.
jester
I mean,
hat?
it looks fine in cosplay. Like I see people run around and cosplay it, and there's a level of that's awesome because it's cool. It's my childhood. But realistically, the serial killer that wears that and runs around with the Joker, I mean,
Not so much.
yeah, it doesn't look as believable.
Next.
Oh,
So is
He's
that
cooler.
Go Ranger? Is that Go Ranger?
Nope. No, this is another
that-
rider.
Which rider
Okay.
was that one again?
Okay, he has the
I
white
think that's
gloves. So is
that's
that
V3.
V2 or is that V3?
I think that's V3.
I don't
I like
remember
V1
if I
better.
liked
It's
you.
V2, actually.
I don't care
I
who
remember
it is.
one had
Still
black gloves,
cooler.
one had white gloves.
This one had white gloves.
That was part of the same season, though.
Yeah, but no, they were because there was Rider 1 and Rider 2 in one of the seasons. I can't remember which season, but remember he had like the stripe and he had different gloves, and that was the only thing. And we
And
had
then
a
it kept
hard
switching
time.
from one stripe to two stripes. And
Yeah,
then like,
we had a hard time remembering which one was which rider.
That's what I'm trying to remember.
This looks like the V3, though.
Do you know what this looks like
That
to
could
me?
very well be.
That,
I could
that
be wrong. He
rider's
could
still
be
cooler
V3.
than this rider.
Actually, no, I think Scotty's right. I think it is V3 because I want to say V3 was the one with the detonator button in the middle of his head. Like this.
It also looks like
You want to know what this looks like to me? It looks like Stronger went to a Kamen Rider convention and he's taking a picture with his hero. Like,
That does, yeah.
Hey, also it looks like he might have sprung a leak because his little,
Yeah, his
bite
muscles
pump
are deflating.
Muscles are going
Yeah.
away.
Next,
Stronger, one of the original 7 Kamen Riders.
Da 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 da.
that's not.
Vanisher.
He didn't say it.
someone else said that. He's not
Oh
announcing
yeah,
himself.
all right, fair enough.
Stronger, one of the 7 original Kamen Rider.
Wow. Next,
Wow, that's racist.
Yep. Okay. God damn it. Just God damn it.
Racist,
There's-
not lacist.
that's 1, 2. Oh shit! Goodwill.
Goodwill Rider.
3. So you were right. That was V3. Was he black?
Why did I hate on
I think
Goodwill?
I think that's
X.
2, and the one on the right's 1.
Okay.
And down there on the far end, that's Amazon.
Oh yeah, Amazon.
Yeah,
is on
there's
the far
Amazon
edge,
right
yeah.
there. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember why I hated on Goodwill so much. Was it the helmet?
You just
Yes, it
despised him, and
was.
you talked about how there's no way he could see, and how he was
Yeah,
so
he
dumb.
couldn't see
and
because
That
the,
is
the,
it.
the
It was
eyeballs
a
were in the
stupid
middle of
helmet.
his forehead.
right after the biggest part of it, where you were like, "Fuck this guy," and this guy's so dumb. In the next picture, fuck, blah blah blah. Fucking, is this over yet?
Fucking explosions.
How many more pictures could there possibly be? And the very next picture was an explosion thing with him going off a ramp, and Seth was like, "Oh yeah,
Explosion!
And,
I lost
and
my
you
shit
were like,
for it.
Motherfucker!
next.
Because then we started dogging.
Oh,
your
this
ass
is
for
fucking awesome!
They literally looked like they could be chilling out in Mega Man.
He's badass.
Shane's giving
She's
thumbs up.
badass. They are badass.
You remember when DC did Batman Inc.? These are Japanese Batman villains. They gotta fight the Japanese Batman.
That would be fucking sweet, actually.
Fuck,
Next.
what time is it?
Next.
Oh,
Almost
past
9.
my bedtime. That would explain it.
It's 8:55.
Yeah, and I
Next.
go to bed at
Yeah.
fucking 8, so I could be
Dude,
up.
see,
for
look,
Mega
right, out,
Man
right out of
villains.
Mega Man.
Mega
Right
Man,
out of
like-
Mega Man. And you
Yep.
know what?
Shane
This
gives
art
another thumbs
style,
up.
you know where they belong?
0.
They are enemies of Mega Man Zero.
Yep.
Now
In
imagine
the Zero series.
imagine this boss fight though.
No, I mean
'cause
just let people know because Zero was in X.
Well, yeah.
So,
you imagine this boss fight though. You're fighting him, and then she fucking drops from the ceiling,
and kicks Zero right in the face.
kicks you in the back into Kamen Rider Stronger Lightning Palm.
Dude, they look fucking sweet like this. Next.
She's actually kind of reminiscent of Roll.
Here
Oh
we
shit,
go.
there they are. That's the Go Rangers.
Okay, I wasn't here for Go Ranger. All right,
The first Sentai.
I wasn't here for that. That red Go Ranger dude, fucking is sweet looking.
I know. Go Ranger hit it out of the park day
baby.
one, dude.
Like I can barely see the green dude and the yellow one,
The
but
green dude's not even there, it looks like.
he's in the back.
He's in the back,
Yeah, he's in the
right?
back.
Number 2, Go 2. Go 2 because he has the arrowhead. That's the
That's
thing you
blue.
liked about him.
Yeah.
Green. There's only 4 Rangers.
Yeah, that's a blue one.
They're missing. They're missing the 5th one, who was because you have
Okay, well, regardless, there's Heart Face Pink.
Yep.
There's Yellow 3.
So they don't have green
There's
with them yet.
Cyclops 3, and then they have
because the Green Ranger
Night
was
Helmet
5.
4.
4.
Unless you can't see him and he's like behind me.
The green one had the sucker ring.
But
Took
no,
his face
yeah.
plate off.
Yep.
like
Yep.
Yeah.
like the Go Rangers look fucking cool, dude.
Now, something
Stronger
to note
looks like
about this
shit.
picture is
You
this
know-
is a promotional picture.
You know the thing
Just
is,
like the one that we had with Spider-Man and one of the other writers.
But yeah, and then
For
as
some
sad,
reason,
hold on,
in
as
this
sad as
picture-
this was, that little episode that we were hoping, it never happened. Spider-Man did not actually team up with a writer. It was a promotional picture taken for that
magazine.
one magazine. That's probably exactly what this is.
that's depressing because honestly, this picture, he actually looks kind of like, you know how some of the Power Rangers, they had that one random dude that would show up that really doesn't fit in,
Yeah. He kind of looks like that dude.
and it makes him a little bit more tolerable,
Like the dog
because
guy.
there's he's
With
the
those One
sidekick.
Rangers.
Now
Yeah,
the S stands for sidekick.
It almost makes him look like
Sentai
he's the
sidekick.
Ranger guy that doesn't really fit in, the 6th.
Yeah, who's always kind of like that
The guy with the
that's
dog's face.
funny
supposed
vest.
to be the leader, but it's more like the sidekick of the team. That's that guy.
Next.
Like, that's believable now. He still
Next.
sucks.
And we're done.
Okay, so,
We're totally done with Stronger.
first off,
The sidekick is
wins?
fucking epic.
who wins?
The sidekick. We've
Henshin
already
a
said
go-go.
that.
Who wins?
Between Go Ranger and Stronger,
Oh,
Go Ranger,
Ranger.
hands down.
Go Ranger.
Go
infinitely.
Rangers.
Like, honestly, the Go Rangers could have easily been walked up and be like, hey, Human Tackle lady, you want to come with us?
You don't need to stay with
You
him.
want to come
can
with
be,
us? We're more than welcome. We can get you in.
Yeah, we can.
We
get
can
you
make
a Go-
you a Zord.
Yeah, especially
We'll
seeing
talk
as
the
how
sword on.
Shane's biggest problem with the Go Rangers was that Pink's visor makes it look like she's got bug eyes.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's your replacement.
She
now we
actually
got a
has
ladybug.
bug eyes.
Yeah, she actually has bug eyes. She actually is a ladybug.
Here you go. Here's your mic back.
Moving
Shane.
on.
Like,
Well,
really?
yeah, okay.
Just-
Go Rangers won.
yeah.
Who? Oh, man.
The sidekick is so
The
fucking
sidekick
cool.
won this popularity contest this time.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. Sidekicks are not supposed to be cooler than the hero.
Usually when something
But
like that
this
happens,
time is awesome.
when that normally happens, normally the sidekick gets their own series or something.
That's true. That does happen
But
where
not-
the
not
sidekick will
back
kind of
then.
break out. Like Robin. Robin didn't have a breakout until Tim. When Tim took over and became Robin, Robin got his own book.
Yep.
When Batgirl finally broke out, it was because it was Orphan, and Batgirl was so fucking cool, she got her own book. Like, this does happen. When finally one of these sidekicks comes along that's, like, way cool, they get their own shit. And maybe
Well,
when
technically
you
speaking,
watch the
didn't-
series,
I was about to say, didn't Robin get his own book, but it took until Nightwing?
Tim, Tim was because Robin as Dick Grayson did not get his own book.
You know, I just thought something.
It wasn't until Tim when the Robin book came out.
Oh, okay.
Do you think Boom Studios would be interested in picking up any kind of writers?
You know, I've wondered. Boom Studios has been releasing a lot of material, and now they're finally starting to dub and bring over some of the Ranger series, like Zyuranger.
Well, not Boom Studios. I mean,
then we need Tio Kuga.
yeah, I mean Boom, Boom, the comics.
Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
comics. I meant the comics.
Yes,
That'd be pretty sweet.
that would be neat.
I would actually buy me some Kamen Rider comics.
Because, dude, Boom Studios, this Mighty Morphin Power Rangers
Shout
is
Factory
one
is
of
the one who does the DVDs.
Yeah, that was my fault. But Boom Studios has knocked it out of the park so hardcore with these Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They are one of the best comics I'm reading right now.
But do you think they could pick up the writers?
It'd be neat, but then again, we don't have an American counterpart for them. That's the only thing. Like they're doing Rangers, but they're doing American counterpart of Rangers. So they're modernizing the Americanization of Power Rangers and bringing it into a level that's a little more adult while still maintaining what makes them Power Rangers. They are adult. They argue with each other. They hate. They have psychological disruption because they're children fighting a war. But at the same time, they're Power Rangers. They're multicolored warriors that are heroes that there's no way ever.
No. What I just realized is that if they tried to Americanize the one that we got,
awful.
Oh, God.
Because we did get a Rider series here in America.
Well, actually, we got a second one too that was a little bit better.
Something tells me I'm glad I missed that.
You're glad you missed that.
Plus, we'll get to that actual Kamen Rider later anyway. So, not the Master Rider, Kamen Rider.
Right.
I just want a spin-off
Of the
Ladybug.
That's one thing I would like to see.
That's what I want. I don't care anything else about this.
Maybe Netflix. Maybe some other company could pick it up.
Actually,
holy crap!
There's
I
some
think
cool
it's
stuff with Netflix coming out soon. Actually,
I
we got a
actually-
Resident Evil and Castlevania live action.
Resident
series
Evil.
is-
I could see easily working because of the fact that, Walking Dead.
Well, no, and they're basing it off of the games, not like the movies.
Right.
So
and
that's going to be cool. Castlevania will be really cool too. I think
that's questionable. The only reason it's questionable is because they made a comment that it's going to be kind of like Game of Thrones, and here's the reason they made that comment: it's not going to be like Game of Thrones, but.
Well, they're not going to have that kind of a budget.
But here's what I mean. If you're a producer, you have this show, you need to liken it to something that people are watching. What's the first thing you say? It's going to be kind of like Game of Thrones. And by kind of like, I mean,
it's going to be medieval.
Some of the costumes are going to be medieval. Thank you. Done. Made my
You could
point.
have just said medieval.
But but that doesn't sell. That doesn't sell your show.
Shit.
No.
It's your job to sell the show.
Even though I hate Game of Thrones, I'd have to throw on Game of Thrones.
Because so many people watch it.
Even though you're
It's
not
kinda
going
like-
to have anything to do with Game of
It's
Thrones.
kind of like this guy. It's
You
kind of
just
like
be
this
like,
little
Game of
guy right
Thrones.
up here in True Blood. If they would have come out with True Blood and they would have given you the actual preview, if they'd have said, it's about this bar where a gay guy cooks hamburgers and vampires are real.
You're not going to watch that show.
No.
You jumping on board?
No.
No, because that's what the show really is. And then it evolves into something bigger and it's an enjoyable program. But if you got to sell the show, you got to liken it to something. From what I've read, this Castlevania series will cover the timeline explaining Castlevania 3, The Curse of Dracula. That gives them...
I'm okay with that, because that
gives
game
them,
was actually pretty cool.
Yes, that gives them the
You gotta play
Belmonts to
three
play
fucking
with.
People.
They got
You
the
get Trevor,
Belmonts.
you get Alucard, you get Grant, the
Pirate
thief dude.
Yeah, he's the pirate thief guy.
And then you get
The
what
wizard
fuck's her
chick.
name?
The wizard
Shayna
chick.
or something
Yeah,
like
and
that.
she's in.
She casts fucking ice magic and
yeah,
shit.
but she's
a
also
priestess.
encapsulated in stone at the start of the game, which leads me to wonder if this is a prequel-esque type of series. Will it show those characters and how they ended up where they were? Because Grant was a monster in Dracula's castle that had been cursed, that turned into this big freakish gorilla thing.
No,
he climbed on the ceiling and threw knives down at you.
Yeah,
I thought he was more akin to the Flea Men.
Kind of, but
He
they
started
are
in
kind
the
of monkeys.
circus.
Oh, yeah, I
he
guess that
started
makes
in the
sense.
circus because I just beat the game the other day. He started in the circus, basically doing like the
Acrobats.
knife throwing stuff and the acrobats, like the high wire and all that shit.
And then somehow he was cursed and he was in Dracula's castle and he's a big giant green enemy that climbs on the ceiling and throws knives and shit at you till you beat him. And then after
And
you
he
beat
turns
him,
back to normal.
then he kind of shrinks down to a normal man. I almost wonder if they're looking for that character. I wonder if they'll go with what they did with Hellsing, the live action Hellsing that they put out, where they had Dr. Jekyll was like a big giant evil monster that was running around, and then when I wonder if they'll
League
do
of
that.
Extraordinary Gentlemen type.
So I'm curious
Yeah.
if they'll play that card with it.
That'd be cool. But that's completely off topic. Well, in a sense, but, you know.
I don't know, regardless.
We were talking about it'd be cool to see this as a Netflix show or something.
Yeah, well, I was about to say, because I know the number one thing that I want is to go take a piss and go home to bed, because I got to be up in the morning. Again, because they keep dicking me over and giving me first shift.
But this was 75 Ranger Kamen Rider of Suck with epic as fuck sidekick. Thanks for watching.
Hey guys, did you like that podcast? If so, remember to check out fandomnight.com. At fandomnight.com, you can drop a line to this show, or you could check out other podcasts as well. We cover all kinds of topics, everything from comic books, wrestling, movies, TV shows, video games, animes, mangas. It's outrageous. We seem to have a podcast for just about everything, and you have access to it just by going over to fandomnight.com. So check it out, guys. We're going to get out of here.